Yo. Hello. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming in. I hope y'all are having a good day. I hope people are hanging out. What was I trying to do? I was trying to pop out my chat. There we go. Pop out chat so that way I can go back to here. Oh, I still have that open. We can close that. Go to here. There we go. There's my Twitch chat. All right, what's up? What's up? We in. So let's take this one out, and we're going to make that one small. This side, and then where's the pop out? Twitch chat. Perfect. Ooh, this is good. Okay. And I need to open up this in a new tab. Yo, what's up, Cam? Thanks so much for coming in, dude. I really appreciate it. We are editing through the next Uncharted video, just as we were doing yesterday. Open a new tab. That's what I was trying to do. So I'm just pulling everything up. As you can see, got the editing screen pulled up. I was just pulling up my chat and stuff in my other window, my other thing, because I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch, which is pretty cool. I've been doing that for a little bit, and it's actually been pretty fun, not gonna lie. How's your day been? How you doing? How's your Friday happening? See, and also notice I'm not muted this time. I remembered to not have my mic muted. That's where we're at, chat. I'm learning how to do this for real. So what happened? So yesterday we didn't have a video. Not muted for the win, hell yeah. Wait, Cam, since you follow me, are you able to see my emotes? Or do I not have those at those right places yet? Hold on. Viewer rewards, emotes. Okay, this one's still pending. If I make that follower. Cam, if you refresh, and then if you you could use an emote right now. Yeah. Are you able to? I have two, but it says one of them is still pending approval, so I don't know if you can see it. But can you see if you can see the emote, use it. Like the channel emote. It says free for followers. That would be sick as hell. Not gonna lie. You would be the first. You would be the first person to ever. You unlocked it yesterday. Oh. Wait, no, but refresh. No. Refresh. This is for followers. There should be an exclamation point. Not subscriber emotes. Yeah, I know that I have subscriber emotes, but I should have a follower emote. Try refreshing or going back. Yeah! Hell yeah, dude. That's kind of cool, right? I know it's just an exclamation point, but I made that exclamation point. That is my design. Dude, that's so cool. Sorry, I'm just looking at it because oh wow, YouTube is like, oh no, it's not. It's just way behind. Apparently it says you have to subscribe to use it. No, that shouldn't. Yes, so I do have sub emotes. That is true. I have uploaded a couple of sub emotes, and there's a free one. But this says, I'm literally reading it verbatim, follower emotes. Follower emotes are a new free tier of emotes that let you grow your community by giving viewers more ways to join the conversation. Upload up to 5 new emotes or pre-existing emotes that viewers will get access to for free when they follow your channel. Get started by uploading emotes today. So like just by following me, you should be able to use that. But I guess we'll see. You at least used it once, and that makes me feel good. Do you need channel points to use follower emotes on Twitch? There you go. They're free. Yeah, okay. The AI overview says no, you do not need channel points to use follower emotes. They're a free reward for following a channel that has them available. So Cam, you have access to them. You can use that. That's just like free for you to use, because that's sick as hell. That's sick as hell, and I'm not gonna lie. Global emotes, follower emotes. So I used channel points to unlock an emote that I could use yesterday, but now it says I have to subscribe to use it today, which is a little padlock symbol. Interesting. Well, definitely don't pay money to see me, dude. Like, don't. You get to watch my content for free. There's no need to pay me for this. I'm not doing anything extra for subs. I've not thought that far ahead. Like, it's all good. Yeah, no. I know that you get channel points for watching for a little bit. I was just telling you, don't subscribe to me. You know? Like, you don't need to give me bits. You don't need to subscribe to me or whatever, because, like, I'm not doing anything special for that type of stuff. That's why, like, the posture check and the hydrate, like, those are funny. Those are cool. Those are bits without actual money, and I think those are funny. I'll add more of those. I should write that down. Channel point redemptions. So we can do that after stream. I'm just saying, don't subscribe to me, because, like, you don't need to give me money. I do this shit for free. Okay. Oh, I can see what all of these are. Like, I can see the bits and stuff. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, we should probably actually fucking start this thing. If you've made it through this far, thanks so much for watching, and if you're new to the channel, thanks so much for coming along. It'd be really cool if you followed, but you don't have to. I am a YouTube editor, and right now I'm editing through my next video, which is playing Uncharted on Brutal. I've already played this. I played it a while ago. I am just making the video on it. So I think it was like last week or something. I edited through the I recorded the script. No, it was this week. Holy fuck, that was this week. I recorded through the script, and then I yesterday edited through basically 9 minutes of footage on stream, except for this little part right here. And then afterwards, after I stopped streaming, I came back in and I edited through this wipeout part. And I think it looks pretty funny, but you guys will just have to see what that is later. Okay. So right now we're getting started with chapter 18. We just have chapters 18 and 19, and then the recap and the outro, as well as technically the death intro montage. But I'm kind of waiting to see which of these deaths I naturally put into here, so that way I can just put them into the montage. So we'll see how far we get, but what I really want to get through is get through this, do the intro part, and icing on the cake would be polishing off the green screen, as in putting it like in the places where they're supposed to be, on the left and right sides and such. Cool. Okay. Okay. It's honestly not that much. It's only like 5 minutes. Yesterday we did like fucking 10 minutes. 9 minutes. So like this should not take that long. And half of it is going to be graphics just for the recap part. Chapter 18 starts with the most tetanus-inducing climb ever. Just listen to that slide. Nails on a chalkboard. Nails on a chalkboard, I swear. After auditioning for American Ninja Warrior, we just have to make this jump and restart from the beginning. Oop. Okay, so basically what I'm doing right now, I know I'm not actually talking, is I'm just kind of watching it and restart from the beginning. I'm just kind of adjusting the timing to fit roughly what I think it's gonna be. And then I'm gonna find the gameplay section, the gameplay moments that I'm referring to here. Okay, so this is a good little bit to start out. I like to do it in these little clumps, like this is one little bit, you know, and like whatever this next section is will be one little bit, so I am not like going through this whole thing and then restarting it. I'm able to just like chunk it out, and that works a lot better for me. Chapter 18 already. All right, chapter 18. Oh, holy shit, we're into chapter 18 already. Chapter 18. That's a little quick. Hold on. These aren't lined up. There we go. Chapter 18 already. All right. Ready. All right. Chapter 18 already. All right. Chapter 18. All right. Chapter. So what do I say here? Ready. All right. We are making our. Ready. All right. We are. So that is just all right. Ready. All right. Cool. I feel like it's good to just have those little personal moments, those callbacks to like I was actually doing this. I need to get better about that because I do it a lot up front. I've noticed, like when I'm watching my stream back, I have a lot of good moments at the beginning of the stream where I can like do these cut-ins, but then as the stream wears on, because I'm physically just getting tired, there's not as many moments where I feel like I can talk. It's also just because the game is getting harder. So like I'm focusing on the actual gameplay because it is actually like a relatively difficult game. I don't know what this break here is. Take this jump and restart from right. Okay, I'm so fucking dumb. I did just do that. Okay. All right, chapter 18. 18 already. All right, chapter 18 starts with the most tetanus-inducing climb ever. 18 already. All right, chapter 18 starts with the most tetanus-inducing climb ever. Just listen to that. Actually, maybe I should just. Chapter 8. Hold up. Hold up. Let's do that. We're into chapter 18 already.
All right, we are making our way through this. We're making our way through this. Way through this.
Holy
Now
shit, we're into chapter 18 already.
All right, we are making our way through this.
Cool. There we go.
Our way through this.
Chapter 18. And then I still need to get rid of this awkward start.
Through this.
Chapter 18 starts with the most tetanus-inducing climb ever. Chapter 18 starts with the most tetanus-inducing climb ever. Just listen to that
Damn, my
slide.
music's-
Chapter 18 starts with the most tetanus-inducing climb ever. We can extend this and cut this here. Are we gonna listen to that slide? There we go. Climb ever. Just listen to that slide. Nails on a chalkboard, I swear. Ever. Just listen to that slide. Nails on a chalkboard. Yeah. Just listen to that. Because you got to hear it a little bit first. Climb ever. Just listen to that slide. Nails on a chalkboard, I swear. After auditioning for American Ninja. Right. So we can actually just kind of cut there and keep dragging this shit out until I get to the point that I'm talking about here. There we go. Boop. Boop. Great. Ooh. Stop doing that. Okay. Where? After auditioning for American Ninja Warrior, we just have to make this jump and restart. This joke's still working. After auditioning for American Ninja Warrior, we just have to make this jump and restart from the beginning. Oh, I see. After auditioning for American... So... Where? After auditioning for American Ninja Warrior... I'm talking about this jump. just have to make this jump.
Oh, all right. One.
We just have to make this jump.
Oh, all right.
And auditioning for American Ninja Warrior.
One.
We just have. Yeah, I don't like that it does that quick. Warrior.
One.
We just have to make this jump.
All right. That sucks.
And restart from the beginning. Okay. An interesting thing about that. There we go. And that's already on to the next one. There we go. Bring that across. And this is 23. There we go. And let's bring that ding in. We love that ding. We love that ding. Come on. There we go. Oop, too far. Perfect. Oh, wow. Well, hats off to you. Fuck, that means I have to grab a hat. That's what that means. That means I have to wear a hat now. Hold on. Okay. Do I have a hat near me? No. I'll be right back to get a hat then. Okay, Cam, this is your decision. This was the hat you decided upon. I'm now wearing my trucker cap. It says Punk Bunny Coffee on it. And I'm probably gonna wear it backwards here in a bit because I don't really want to shout out the brand, and I probably look like a dork with this thing on like this. But yeah, congrats. Thank you so much for redeeming that. There we go. That's a little better. Hats off to you, my friend. Yeah, I don't look stupid like this. Great. Okay. Yeah, did you know that there were rules? Did you know that there were rules for this stuff? That's the full 1,000, which means I gotta like do something like big. So I had to get a full hat. Yep. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't... Hold on, I'm sorry. I didn't know. See, on my side... So, like, I read that once, but I don't see that again. You know? It just says hats off to you on my side. So I didn't know that you got to read what they said. I'm sorry. Okay. Going through this then.
Alright, that sucks.
And restart from the beginning. Okay. Then an interesting thing about this section, 923, is it? Here we go.
That sucks.
There we go. Interesting thing about this section is that there's only one U-boat in this bay when it looks like there's space for two. That's because we... Oh, that would actually... That'd be funny. Is there a, do we have a joke about that somewhere? What's his name? Jack and Rose. Jack can fit on the door. Meme, I guess. short videos. Does Family Guy? I guess there's that. I feel like there has to be like a Family Guy moment or something that like makes fun of this. And I say not because I like fully endorse Family Guy, but just because I know that they wouldn't give two shits if I like ripped their video. Yeah, Family Guy does do a Titanic thing.
No! Actually, I think I'm gonna be okay.
Oh, Jack, now we can get married and everything you promised.
Yeah, about that. I was pretty sure I was gonna die. Cause actually, there's this girl in New York, and it's getting kind of serious. But, thanks for letting me draw you naked. I still can't believe you let me do that.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's not good at all then. I'll just do like Never Let Go. It looks like there's space for two. After analyzing it, the joke is not actually that funny. When it looks like there's space for two, that's because we actually explored the first one all the way back in chapter 3, which basically started this whole adventure. By the way, totally check out that episode if you haven't already. Now we just have to make the jump. That's because we actually actually explored the first adventure. By the way, totally check out that episode if you haven't already. Now we just have to make the jump again. Fuck. Okay. Nope. Wrong button. Okay. Third time's the charm. Ooh, that's like perfect.
Really make bad games.
Fuck. Okay. An interesting thing about this section is that there's only one U-boat.
Do you have any other
looks like there's
favorite
space for
Naughty
two.
Dog
That's because we actually
games?
explored the first one all the way back in
I
chapter
think they're
3.
all pretty good.
Basically started this whole adventure. I do have that episode. I should take a screen cap of that episode. I think that would be good. Where is it? Uncharted 3? No,
These guys-
chapter 3, not episode 3. Duh.
Duck.
Which one do I
How
get?
did you
Chapter
hear?
3? I thought it was 1.1. Okay, I guess I'm just watching
No.
fucking speed running all of them. It was 1.2. It's gotta be 1.2. No.
In the middle of chapter.
When the hell? I gotta go to my own damn YouTube channel fucking see which one. I was in chapter 3. Okay, that is episode 1.
Doc, what are you doing?
I thought it was. I'm trying to find it. I'm scrubbing through. It says chapter 3 starts at 4:15.
Chapter 3, we monkey around a U-boat. That's exactly
There it is.
where it shouldn't be. Climb. Chapter 3, we monkey around a U-boat. That's chapter 3 style. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And that brings us outside and into chapter 3. To start chapter 3,
I don't really
we
get a
monkey
great
around
shot,
a
do I?
U-boat. That's exactly.
I'm also covering most of the fucking shot.
Cutscene because I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible. And that brings us to our first set of actual deaths, specifically this guy. We're getting shot at from the back, and I just keep trying to melee this guy, and I just get really unlucky. I can't do the brutal comp. Chapter 3, we monkey around a U-boat. That's exactly.
There we go. Can I just screen cap this? Editing it in Clipchamp while I have Premiere Pro open just so I can take a screen cap of this fucking thing. Why is it at 0%? My media, it's right here. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing it the dumb way. I could just do this. There we go. Open this up. Pop this guy open. There we go.
I just keep trying to melee this guy, and I just get really.
Okay.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And that brings us outside and into chapter 3. To start chapter 3, we monkey around a U-boat. That's exactly where it shouldn't be. Climb inside and explore. A little bit. And skip this cutscene. Around a U-boat. That's exactly where it shouldn't be. Climb inside and explore a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. Screen cap. Call it Uncharted 1 U-boat. Pictures, great. Pictures 1.5 U-boat. Close. Clear. Put that into assets. There we go.
In chapter 3,
pretty good.
basically started this whole adventure.
Not
By the
all the way back in chapter.
Dog.
That's because we actually
Games.
explored. Uncharted 1 U-boat. explored the first one all the way back in
I
chapter
think they're
3.
all pretty.
Oh, I should have just put the fucking video in. So now I'm just gonna. So now I'm putting it back in again. That's how that always works, isn't it? Uncharted 1 footage sequence. Come on.
Easy overall because you just have climb inside.
Okay, that's actually like right on it. Yeah, let's just start from there.
You monkey around a U-boat. That's exactly where it shouldn't be. Climb inside and explore a little bit.
That's all I can essentially give.
Nudge, nudge. And that brings us outside and in.
There. Delete, delete. X. Audio lock. Boop. Whoops. There we go. Oh, is that just perfect? Is that just perfect? Hold on, let's just... Not 500. 50. That's because
To
we
chapter
actually
3.
explored
To start
the first
chapter
one
3,
all
we
the way
monkey
back
around
in
a
chapter
U-boat.
3.
That's exactly where it
Basically
shouldn't
started
be.
this
Climb
whole
inside
adventure.
and
By the
explore. We monkey. To chapter 3. To start chapter 3, we monkey around a U-boat. That's exactly.
So can I get rid of this? How much? How much of this can I give? Okay. That's not bad, actually. Wait, did I raise that whole thing? For some reason this whole thing got raised. Why? What is going on? Like, if anything. I don't know why. Why? Okay. That's because we actually explored the first one all the way back in chapter
Exactly where it
3.
shouldn't be.
Basically,
Climb inside.
chapter
I think they're
3
all pretty good.
basically
Fair.
started this whole adventure.
Naughty
By the
Dog
way,
doesn't-
do I still have that? I feel like I should have that thumbnail. clear. Let's go to assets, there, thumbnail. Great.
Really
Check out that
bad
episode if you
game.
haven't already. Now we just have to make
Don't
the
do
jump
it again. Why would you do it again?
Fuck.
Again. Why would you?
Now we just have to make
Don't
the
do
jump
it again.
Ready.
Bad
Now we
game.
just have to make the jump again.
Don't do it again.
Fuck.
Why would you do it again?
I think this would actually kind of
Why
fit.
not?
Oh. Fit better on this side. What do you guys think?
Bad
Now we
game.
just have to make the jump again.
Don't do it again. Why would you do it again?
Fuck. Okay. Third time's the charm. Sure. I think that kind of works.
Again.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. An interesting thing
Let
about
me
this
know in the
section
chat.
is
We
that
can
there's only
talk
one
about
U-boat
Cool.
in this bay when it looks like
do
there's
you have
space
any
for
other
two. That's
favorite
because we actually
Naughty
explored
Dog
the first one
games?
all the way back in chapter 3, which basically
they're all
started
pretty
this
good
whole
when you
adventure. By the way, totally check out
Naughty
that
Dog
episode if you
doesn't
haven't
really
already.
make bad
Now we
games.
just have to make the jump again.
Don't do it again. Why would you do it again?
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, I got a burp, but it's stuck. That happens too often. Anyone else get a burp stuck too often? Or often enough? Excuse me. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Third time's the charm. Never mind. And I guess. Fuck. Okay.
That's awful.
Third time's the charm.
You
Never
think
mind.
You
Okay.
think fourth
Third
is your
time's
favorite?
the charm.
Oh
I think that you need to see me actually kind of like jump onto it. Fuck. Okay. Third time's the
You think
charm.
fourth is your favorite? Oh my.
Never mind, I guess. I do make it on my. I agree. Everything right there can be cut. Never mind, I guess. I do make it. And I need to add another ding.
Fourth is your favorite? Oh my.
Never mind, I guess. Think it's a little funnier if I'm not in it. Jump again.
Don't do it again. Why would you do it again?
Fuck. Okay. Third time's the
You think
charm.
fourth is your favorite? Oh my.
Never mind, I guess. I do make it on my fourth try though, which I guess is just making up for last chapter. Great. Finally make. That's where I grab an MP40. Yes, I do make it on my 4th try though, which I guess
There
is just
we
making up
go.
for last chapter.
Look at
Chapter.
look at
I
me.
then
I know.
head.
Look at
Guess
There
it's just
we
making up
go.
for last chapter. So is this like? If I do this, if I do this, whoops, that, let's do that there. I do make it on my 4th try though,
over
which
here.
I guess is
Camera
just
angle
making up
change.
for last chapter.
There we go.
I then head into the German bunker and I pick up an MP. God damn, I need to like move myself out of the frame.
Oh.
I then head into the German bunker and I pick up an MP40 from the ground, as well as much ammo as I can. Now, I used to piss my pants in this chapter when I can. I can't believe I'm like, if this was what I thought the funniest joke was gonna be. But like, if I can't laugh at myself, then what's the fucking point? As much ammo as I can. Now, I used to piss my pants in this chapter when I was a kid because it was just so damn scary. But as an adult, I can confidently say I now only piss the bed. Hashtag hashtag bedwetter for life. But seriously, this chapter. Okay. That's probably far enough. Oh, as I can. Now, I used to piss my pants in this chapter when I was a kid because it. Now, I used to piss my pants in this chapter when I was a kid because it was just so damn scary. But as an adult, I can confidently say I now only piss the bed. Hashtag
How would I know?
bedwetter for life. But It kind of sucks that the funniest joke in this whole thing is coming in at 10 minutes into this 15-minute video, but okay, what do I continue to say? This chapter is not difficult at all if you just walk through it and give yourself plenty of space. All the monsters pretty much spawn at the end of the hall. Life. But seriously, this chapter is not difficult at all if you just walk through it and give yourself plenty of space. But seriously, this chapter is not difficult at all if you just walk through it and give yourself plenty of space. All the monsters pretty much spawn at the end of the hallways, so just wait for them to run to you, and then you can shred through them like Swiss cheese. Once we get through all of them, wow, I can't believe I just left that whole fucking space in like that. So just wait for them to run to you, and then you can shred through them like Swiss cheese. Once we get through all of them and make it down the last hallway. Last hallway. Find herself in the generator room. crank that. Chapter 19. Once we get through all of them and make it down the last hallway, needs to be much quicker on that. Jeez. Once we get through all of them and make it down the last hallway, we find ourselves in the generator. Get down the last hallway, we find ourselves in the generator room. Try not to freak. In the immortal words of Soldier Boy, we crank that handle and. Once we get through all of them, make it down the last hallway. Make it down the last hallway. I'm gonna fucking move myself again. We find ourselves on the last. Jeez. Once we get through all of them and make it. I think you just lost 10 IQ and infinite ammo for her because I just put a whole bunch of hot sauce in my eye. Oh my god. Yeah, you definitely take 5 fire damage, but I think you somehow also gain XP from this experience. You know what I mean? Like you definitely took a hit or two, but you leveled up. How did you get hot sauce in your eye, dude? What the hell? And what hot sauce too, because that kind of also matters. Are you okay? First off, like you should wash that shit out. Get some water, like flush it out. You know, it's gonna hurt obviously, but you wanna like get as much of that stuff out. Like just clean running water from the faucet. Like it'll be okay. But like when you get a second, like what the fuck happened? Get down the last hallway. Generator. Where's the Soldier Boy? We crank that handle and break. Now every monster on the island is coming out of the walls. All the time. Yep. All of them and make it down the last hallway. We find ourselves in the generator room. Yo. In the immortal. Down the last hallway, we find ourselves in the generator room. You're just pulling something out of the fridge, hot sauce bottle dropped it, did a tumble, and then the cat flew off, and then it spilled into your eye. Yeah. Oh, make it down the last hallway. We find ourselves in the generator room.
This has got to be the generator room.
Yo, in the immortal world. In the immortal words of Soldier Boy, we crank that handle and takes me forever to crank the handle, I believe. Dude, I'm sorry that happened. That really sucks. I hope you're okay.
Generator room.
In the immortal words of Soldier Boy, we crank that handle and hopefully now. Room.
This has got to be the generator room.
In the immortal words of Soldier Boy, we crank that handle and great. Now every monster that handle and great. It is so hard to see. I don't know if it's just because it's fucking bright out or the screen is so damn small. Once you make your way to the Chapter 19 starts with chaos as you try to make your way to the first generator switch.
But
The real strategy here is just... Wow, that was like fucking perfect.
Generator room.
In the immortal words of Soldier Boy, we cranked that handle, and great. Now every monster on the island is coming out of the wall.
Through this, like you can.
Chapter 19. Come on. There. Nope. Nope. There. Generator switch.
But
The real strategy here is just line that back up. Do this. Great. Now every monster on the island is coming out of the wall. Chapter 19 starts with chaos as you try to make your way to the first generator switch. The real strategy here is just I think I can do that. Try to make your way. Chapter 19 starts with chaos as you try to make. Yeah. Nope. Just do some light rearranging. Crank that handle, and now every monster on the island is coming out of the wall. Chapter 19 starts with chaos as you try to make. Out of the wall. Chapter 19 starts with chaos as you try to make your way to the first generator switch. The real strategy here is great. Yeah, no, dude, you are good. Take your time. Like, you don't need to. By no means should you apologize. Like, we are good. I really appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you hanging out as always. Like, it really means a lot to me, and I hope the rest of your evening goes well. Like, that is semi-serious. Like, I feel like you should be okay, and I hope you're okay, but please take proper precautions. If it gets worse, then don't be afraid to talk to a professional about it, or even tell your parents or something. Like, yeah. But I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll probably be streaming next week, so like, please, you're more than welcome, obviously, in those streams too. Have a great weekend, though. Thank you so much for coming in. Ooh. Once you make your way to, just don't aim because that'll only slow you down. Once you make that's a slow patch. Like, I just try to take out a lot of those, a lot of those like weird spaces and stuff. I mean, not that it's like weird, but it doesn't make for a super entertaining video. I have all these spaces here. This really is just COD zombies. More like they. Yeah. Go there, great. Oh, I need to bring the marker over. Handle and now every monster on the island is coming out of the wall. Chapter 19. This needs to come over to here. Great, we're already through chapter 18. It's been like an hour. Somewhere I saw how long it had been. Yeah, it's been like an hour, but really it's been like 45 minutes. We are cruising through. That is to way worse, given that yeah, this marker needs to go here. Not at a and this goes there. All right, dude, we are crushing it right now. To the first generator switch. The real Chapter 19 starts with chaos as you try to make your way to the first generator switch. The real strategy here is just don't aim because that'll only slow you down. Once you make your way to the end of the hall, just jump up to safety. Again, no idea why they aren't able to climb here and get you, but oh well, and pull the switch. Cool. Same idea for this. Wow, that was perfect actually. And pull the switch. Cool. Like, basically. Same idea. And now I need that to end there. Switch. The real strategy here is just don't aim because that'll only slow you down. Once you make your way to the end of the hall, just jump up to safety. Again, no idea why they aren't able to climb here and get you, but oh well, and pull the switch. Same idea for the second one, just run across. Hi Slushy. Hi Slushy, you're a good girl. Is it cat tax time? I think it's cat tax. Hi baby. It's a Slushy. Slushy the cat. Hi. You're a good girl. You want to go back to your perch? There you go. Good girl. Shh. Okay. Second switch. Just run over, pull the switch. Same idea for the second one, just run across the hall, shoot anything that moves, jump up, and pull the switch. Then you run. Like, can I just do that? Same idea for the second one, just run across the. Nope. Same idea for the second one, just run across the hall, shoot anything that moves, jump up, and pull the switch. Jump up. Then you run back to the bunker where it tells us these monsters are actually descended. Jump up and pull the switch. Then you run back. Great. Okay. Back to the bunker where a cutscene tells us that these monsters are actually called descendants, and they're Nazis. So this really is just COD zombies. More like they can descend into the pits of hell though, am I right? Up top. Because they start swarming the room. It's like really tricky. Once you finally get all of them though, you're able to finally escape, only to find out that Elena has been Slushy. top, because they start swarming the room. It's like really tricky. Once you finally get all of them though, you're able to finally escape, only to find out that Elena has been captured by Eddie and Roman. So now the chapter really begins. What works for me is What works for me is using a grenade to take out the first couple of enemies, and then letting the Descendants fight off the rest of them because it's honestly easier that way. Then I take out the rest after they're done fighting, and I let this Descendant take out this enemy too. Then I use the pistol to take more annoying. Into the next section, there's a cover. After destroy your cover. After dying a few more times, I realized enemies as possible, and then use the dragon sniper to pick off anyone else after. Another useful tip I figured out actually is that
This is pretty good so
firing
far.
the pistol at close range is super effective against the Descendants.
This is going pretty smoothly, I feel like. Don't want to jinx
From
it.
there, just keep making your way through the arena, being sure to avoid the sniper fire from up top. Once you take him out though, and a few more Descendants, we're finally able to climb out and back into fresh air. Overall,
Yay. Oh, well, that marker got deleted. Let's recap. There we go. Okay, so that's chapter 19, like, timed out, spaced out. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom and grab a snack. So, BRB, you should grab a snack too. You should hang out, use the restroom, come back. Can't wait to see you again.
And we back. We back. Sorry about that, y'all. Just responding to a message from my partner and grabbing myself a quick little snack. No, not for you, Slushy. And quickly doing a thing for one of my bosses. Great. Okay. Let's finish this up, shall we? I'll just get a couple crackers in me. Club crackers. Gotta love them. Okay. Then you run back to the bunker where a cutscene tells us that these monsters are actually called Descendant. You run back to the bunker where a cutscene tells us that these monsters are actually called Descendants, and they're Nazis. So this really is just COD zombies. More like they can descend into the pits of hell though, am I right? Up top. Because they start swarming the room. It's like really tricky. Once you finally get all of them though, you're able to finally escape. Only able to finally escape. Only to find out that Elena has been captured by Eddie and Roman. So now the chapter really begins. What works for me is using a grenade to take out the first couple of enemies, and then letting the Descendants fight off the rest of them because it's honestly easier that way. I do start doing a lot more explanation here instead of like my emotions about it, which is what I was doing at the beginning. So maybe that's something I should work on as well. When do I make it? I should look at my script. Um, 9:35. Starting here. pistol. Okay.
Really tricky. Once you finally get all of them though, you're able to finally escape, only to find out that Elena has been captured by Eddie and Roman. So now that
Oh, I didn't do. Yeah, I guess I do kind of have to show that he did actually escape, right?
tricky. Once you finally get all of them though, you're able to finally escape, only to find out that Elena has been captured by Eddie and Roman. So now the chapter really begins. What works for me is using a grenade to take out the first couple of enemies. What works for me is using a grenade to take out the first couple of enemies, and then letting the descendants fight off the... What works for me is using a grenade to take out the first couple of enemies, and then letting the descendants... begins. What works for me is using a grenade to take out the first couple of enemies, and then... What works for me is using a grenade really begin. What works for me is using a grenade to take out the first couple of enemies.
Boop, 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 boop.
Enemies, and then letting the descendants fight off the rest of them because it's honestly easier that way. Then I take out the rest after they're done fighting, and I let...
There we go.
It's honestly easier that way. Then I take out the rest after they're done fighting, and I let this descendant take out... Let this done fighting, and I let this descendant...
Back that up.
Then I take out the rest after they're done fighting.
Okay, so what do I mean here? I let this descendant take out this guy.
The dragon sniper, which is great, but the enemies can throw grenades which totally destroy your cover. After dying a few more times, I realized that the best strat is to, again, let the descendants take out as many...
Like, I'm just gonna let this play out because I don't see it.
Get the new gun. Get ammo. If I recall. Cool. Oh, there's this thing. Nice. Cool. Let's do it. Nice. One down. Nice. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, let's get the new gun.
That guy. You barely see him. Okay. Done fighting, and I let this descendant take out this enemy too. Then I use the pistol to take out this sniper, because otherwise this whole arena... And I let this descendant take out this enemy too. Then I use the pistol... And I let this descendant take out this enemy too. Then I use the pistol to take out this sniper, because otherwise this whole arena would be way more annoying. Into the next section, there's a... Great. Cool. Do I explode via an explosion? Yeah, right here. Okay. More annoying. Into the next section, there's a dragon sniper. There we go. Into the next section, there's a dragon. What is that? That was weird. Way more annoying. Into the next section, there's a dragon sniper, which is great, but the enemy, which is great. Which is great, but the enemies can throw grenades which totally destroy your cover. After dying a few more... destroy your cover. After dying... And we need that ding. Where that ding at? Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything in chapter 19 because I was like, man, that feels like it's kind of been a bit since my last ding. See up here? It says that I'm less than halfway through. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. Yes, where my time marker was probably less than halfway through. Okay. Good snack, everyone. After dying a few more times, I realized that the best strat is to, again, let the... When do I make it? 9:43. A few more times, I realized that the best strat is to, again, let the descendants take out as many enemies as possible, and then use the dragon sniper to pick off anyone else after. Okay. Bring all this through. After dying a few more times, I realized that the best strat is to, again, let the descendants take out as many enemies as possible, and then use the dragon sniper to pick off anyone else after. Another useful tip, it's not bad. After dying a few more times, I realized that the best strat is to, again, let the descendants take out as many enemies as possible, and then use the dragon sniper to pick off anyone else after. Another useful tip Nice. Another useful tip I figured out actually is that hip firing the pistol at close range is super effective against the descendants. From there, just keep making From there, just keep making your way through the arena, being sure to avoid the sniper fire from up top. Once you take him out though, and a few more descendants. If you're just joining the stream, thanks so much for coming in, and if you've been here for a little bit, thanks so much for following. I'm Matt York, and I am editing through my next video, which is playing Uncharted on Brutal. Yes, I played Uncharted, the original Uncharted game, on Brutal difficulty, and it was fun. It was fine. But now I am making videos about it. There we go. Descendants. From there, just keep making your way through the arena, being sure to avoid the sniper fire from up top. Once you take him out though, and a few more descendants. This kind of showcases that a little bit more, I think. The Descendants. From there, just keep making your way through the arena, being sure to avoid the sniper fire from up top. Once you take him... Okay, Slushy, I think you're sitting on the keyboard. No, you're sitting on the keyboard. You're okay.
I love you.
You're a good kitty.
From up
Whoa,
top?
stop. Once you take him out, though, and a few more Descendants,
There you
we're
go.
finally... Slushy, you can't sit on my keyboard. I don't know where that marker came from. Up top. Once you take... Once you take him out... I said once you take him out... Top? Once you take him out, though... And a few more... And a few... There we go, and a few more Descendants. Him out though, and a few more Descendants, we're finally able to climb out. And a few more Descendants, we're finally able to climb. A few more Descendants. We're... Nope. Nope. We're finally able to climb out. Into fresh air. We're finally able to climb out and back into fresh air. Overall, this episode back into fresh air. Able to climb out. Nope. Climb out and back into fresh air. Overall, this episode could... Great. This is 1.5 end frame. Let's go to pictures, assets, nope, pictures 1.5, end frame, project, assets, great. And now we don't need this anymore, woohoo! Which means we can lower that and finally just have like a regular screen. I like having a little bit of space. You're okay, Slushy. You're okay. What are you doing? You're a good girl. Why don't you just take a nap or something? She's like, I've been napping all day. You gotta hang out with me now. effects. Go to blur. Whoops. Gaussian blur. 45. Alright, don't actually do anything then. 45. What the hell? And back into fresh air. Overall, this episode could have been way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fresh air. Overall, this episode could have been way. No slushy. No slushy. Thank you. No slushy. Hey. I will take you down. Do not misinterpret me. I can and will take you down. We're gonna go in the ring, brother. You and me. And I'll tell you what. I'm walking away with the belt. Overall, this episode. Oh, she doesn't know what that sound is. That's cool. Boop. Text. And I've already lost it. There it is. Let's do chapter 14. Chapter 15. Slushy, no! You've already fucked up those chords once. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You cannot be biting me now. There you go. Okay. Sorry about that, gang. Chapter 17, chapter 18, chapter 19. That's too small. Yeah, that works. I think that works. Yeah, that would work. Or should I just do like 2 rows? You know, should I just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because then I could also make them a little bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, what do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because then I can control A Bring this back to 100. Nah. That's better. In my humble opinion. And then let's go here, do another text thing. We're gonna put video transition, dissolve, cross dissolve. What's the duration of this? This all told. So this is episode total and series total. And this can be bigger. This can honestly be 125. 150? Yeah, 150 is fine. No, it's not, because I still have to be somewhere. Actually, no, 150 kind of works, because I'll just do the things in the middle again, yeah. Should I do another one of that, you think, and then move this up more? Whoops. Yeah, I like that better. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be right there. This all totals up to an easy 7. I did just kind of do this without actually reviewing it to see what the timing was. I don't want to lose it. So. Overall, this episode could have been way worse, given that we went through like 6 chapters. Chapter 14 started us off strong with Chapter 14 started us off strong with 18 deaths. Chapter 15 got 21 deaths. Coincidentally, we got 16 deaths in chapter 16, which I just think is pretty cool. And magically we got magically we got 0 deaths in chapter 17. 0, dude. I know, it was a ridiculously short. I know. In chapter 18, we died 3 times, and all of them were to platforming. Damn, I like got a cut in between all of these. I'm not salty about that at all. Then chapter 19 took us home with 18. It's like I'm trying to suppress a sneeze there or something. Okay, I think all of that totals up to there, but let's see. I was pretty far off. magically we got 0 deaths in chapter 17. 0, dude. I know, it was a ridiculously short chapter, but still. In chapter 18, we died 3 times, and all of them were to platforming. I'm not salty about that at all. Then chapter 19 took us home. Great. With 18 deaths. There we go. Okay, and now let's review this. Totals up to an easy 76 deaths. This all totals up for wow. This all totals up for an easy 76 deaths this episode, which gives us 943 deaths for the series so far. And y'all, I just want to come clean. You deserve it. I'm sorry for lying. I know in the past couple episodes I've said, oh, next episode we're gonna hit 1,000 deaths for sure. And here we are. At the end of this episode, not at 1,000. But I've not so secretly already counted all the deaths for next episode, and I can promise you it's over 1,000. In fact, I can even give you the sneak peek. Looks pretty good, right? Okay. Making our way through. Now, gameplay workshop. I don't want to give away the ending deaths. Yeah, that's too far. Oh, there was a dude. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Screen cap. Let's call this 1.5 thousand deaths. Hi, Slushy. Thousand deaths. Assets, audio lock. Slushy, do you enjoy terrorizing me? I think you do. Peek. Peek. The sneak peek. Why are these unlinked? The sneak peek. Oh, and essential sound is open. Can even give you the sneak peek. Looks pretty good, right? The sneak peek. Looks pretty good, right? I need a sound effect there. What sound effects do I have? Oh, is it boing? No. Explosion, loud thunder, pop? Yeah. Think that'll be good. There, pop, there. Boop, boop. Make that smaller. Nope. Looks pretty good, right? Looks pretty good, right? If I was looking at this on a normal screen and I wasn't expecting that, that'd be good. I can promise you it's over 1,000. In fact, I can even give you the sneak peek. Looks pretty good, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the joke is funny. Oh, right, and I still need to bring this over. I'm sorry for lying. 43 deaths for the series so far. And y'all, that's gonna do it for this episode though. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you want to be super cool, you can hit the like button, and if you want to be super duper cool, you can hit the subscribe button too. Thanks. I'll leave a link to the last episode in the description below, as well as all my socials in case that's more your speed. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. See you later. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Look at that chat.